If you're thinking of buying a home or moving to North Carolina and buying a home, these are some of the things you can do to help prepare you. Stay tuned. This video will go through and into the steps that you can take to achieve your house owning goal. Hi everyone, my name is Lizmary and I help guide people with their move and home purchase in Raleigh, North Carolina. I also serve the surrounding areas. So today we're going to cover the things that you should do to help you prepare for your home search. The very first thing you should do is, you guessed it, you're doing it right now, which is watching this video. Make sure you watch until the very end. Second, whenever you're thinking about moving into a certain town or a certain state, you should always do your research. Find out more about things that are important to you. For example, if you want to be close to the international airport, do your research and find out what cities are within close proximity. If schools are important to you, then you have to find out which schools have the highest ratings. And if you're moving because your child is planning to attend a university in North Carolina, find out what town or neighboring towns you can move into that are close by. Whatever your reason is, please make sure to research it. The third thing you can do is to seek out a local realtor or real estate agent. Once you find an agent, what you should do is go ahead and Google them, search them to see if they have any online presence. Also, if you go to different home searching platforms, you will be able to see if they've been selling real estate recently, and if so, how many homes they sold in the last year, or what kind of areas they concentrate in when they're helping people buy or sell homes. Also, check out their reviews just to see what people's experience has been. You can go to Google, there's realtor.com, and there's also Zillow and other home searching platforms. Once you've honed in, go ahead and contact them. Use different methods of contact. I would say go ahead and give them a call first, and then email them and text them just to let them know that you would like to go ahead and schedule a buyer consultation meeting with them. Let them know that you are thinking about moving into the area and would like to learn a little bit more about the next steps or what steps you should take in order to prepare. As many of you know, in today's world, it is really easy to meet with someone. You can either meet with them in person, or if you're out of state, luckily we have different platforms that you can use to have a meeting. The one I use the most, and I find people use the most, is Zoom. I use Zoom and I find it very helpful when I'm meeting my out-of-state clients just for that initial meeting or any subsequent meeting. I know some potential buyers are a bit hesitant about doing this, having a buyer consult, but it's really the best way to connect with an agent and kind of get a feel for that agent and to make sure that you will be able to work well together. Some of the questions you can expect during a buyer consultation are, why are you thinking of moving? We also ask questions about how soon are you thinking about moving? Are you renting? Do you currently own a home? Is your job transferring you? The agent can then get into the state-specific process and briefly go into the differences between buying a resale home or pre-owned home as opposed to a new construction home. They can give you samples of the paperwork that they will be required to review and eventually sign. You will then review the different types of terms you can expect to see when you're making an offer on a resale or pre-owned home, and how that differs from the home buying process when you're buying a new construction. New construction, you will discuss the different types of incentives that the builders offer and the difference in the quality of construction. The agent should also be making recommendations to a local lender. It is very important for you to use that agent as a resource to help you connect you to a local lender. The local lenders usually know the best programs, local programs, or county-wide programs that you could potentially be eligible for. Then of course you can expect the agent to also ask you, what are you looking for in a home? What's your dream home look like? What sort of price range you would like to stay in? So forth and so on. So as soon as you finish that buyer consult meeting, the very next step should be contacting that lender within a few days. And go ahead and have a conversation with them and start an application. The loan officer cannot take your word for where you think your credit score is. So it's very important for you to go ahead and do a full-blown application. In most cases, the lenders will have to do a hard pull, but now some of them can offer a soft pull. You can discuss that with the lender to find out more. Once you do an application, you will have the opportunity to discuss with that lender what option is best for you. They will go ahead and issue your pre-approval letter, and then you will be able to hone in on the price range where you feel comfortable in. You want to go ahead and reach back out to the buyer's agent and have them put you on a search based on your pre-approval. And that agent will be able to set you up on the MLS search. And once you get a home or several homes that you would pique your interest and you would like to take a look at those homes, that agent can arrange to either do a virtual tour, or if you come into town, if you're out of town, if you come into town, they can schedule the showing for you. Now, before a scheduled showing happens, that agent will review the necessary local state paperwork, and more than likely you will have to sign a buyer agency agreement, which is a commitment to work with that buyer agent, as though they will be making a commitment to you to basically show you around your schedule and to have the availability for you and to have the fiduciary duty to you. Again, don't worry if you're not here and you can't physically be here. The agent can do a FaceTime tour, or they can do a virtual tour, or they can do what I do, which is I basically go in and do a tour of the home and I record in 1-minute increments and text those videos to my client. That's a great way to look back at the home and just check things out in the video, and you're able to pause and fast forward, etc. Now, I know that things have come a long way with technology and 3D tour, but there is nothing like seeing a home in person and also getting the lay of the land of your surroundings, where everything is located, and whether you're good with the proximity of your neighbors or if you're familiar with certain roads, so forth. If you're in the position to come in and see the home in person, I would always recommend that. I would always love to go with my buyers in person to see the actual home, and if there is time, to do a second showing as well. Also, if you're that person that is coming from out of state, and if you have any areas that you would like your agent to give you more information on, for example, if you need to know where a specific school is, or if you just need a tour, for them to give you a tour while your agent drives and you can sit in the passenger seat and take everything in. It's just much easier to take a look and see at your surroundings without having to concentrate on driving and focusing on your GPS and driving on unfamiliar roads. So that would be a good idea as well, to see if that agent is available for those type of tours. So if you're thinking of moving into Raleigh, North Carolina, and surrounding areas such as Cary, Apex, Garner, Wake Forest, Youngsville, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you. You can go ahead also and book your buyer's consultation meeting with me. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is email me using the subject line buyer consultation, and then we will set up a time for us to talk. There is absolutely no obligation, but it's a great way to find out if you and I are going to mesh. It's a great way to make sure that we are on the same page and that our personalities match, and that you will have the confidence in me to be able to help you find a home in North Carolina. Don't procrastinate. I hope to hear from you soon.